Hey everyone, welcome to Awesome Announcements. I'm Mr. Matt.
And I'm Miss Gianna.
And now we only have actually one announcement, which is it's time to give your offering. So you guys can do that right now.
Yes, and since we only have one announcement today, I decided instead we were gonna play a game.
Oh, I love games!
I do too. I like to call this game Stack the Cups Up, Mr. Matt.
Oh, but okay, how do we play this game? I've seen it played, but I actually don't know how to play it.
I've never played it either, but I do know how. So we're gonna take this stack of cups and each of us has to make a cup pyramid. 3 on the bottom, 2 in the middle, 1 on the top. And then you have to put it all the way back to 0. And whoever builds it and brings it back down first wins. And the winner gets to spray the other person in the face.
In the face! Okay, I'm ready. Okay.
All right.
And when I'm done, I hit the bell.
When you're done, hit the bell.
Okay, all right. Here we go. What, do we start like this?
Yeah, no. Nice try, cheater. All right.
Okay, so build it, and then take it down, and then hit the bell.
All the way to the top and all the way back to the bottom. If you think I'm gonna win, you can go la 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 la.
Okay, if you think I'm gonna win, you're gonna go yippee!
All right, are you ready?
Yippee!
Here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh wait, am I allowed to use multiple hands?
Yes.
Okay, now what? But I'm already...
And then down at the bottom like that. Exactly.
I won! I'm like, am I doing this wrong?
You almost lost because you did slow, but good job. You get to spray me.
I was so fast.
You did. Good job.
You
Ready?
were not fast.
No, I wasn't. Ready?
Oh!
Why do you
It's raining! Oh!
One spray.
One for good luck.
Well, Mr. Matt won this game, guys. Good job, Mr. Matt.
Yippee!
And we'll see you next time for more awesome announcements.
See you then. Bye.
Hello there. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
And I'm Dr. Watson, Sherlock's trusted friend and advisor.
You sure are.
That's right.
You know what, Watson? I was reading in a big God story, and let me tell you, it sounds really exciting. The family God chose to use to send us the rescuer Jesus, well, they are about to get very, very large.
I find the more people in the family, the more people there are to argue with.
Well, funny you should mention that, Watson. There's some clues here to help us figure out the next part of the story. Let's see if we can guess what they mean, all right?
Okay.
All right, first of all, matching dolls. Look it, they're identical.
They are.
And
And a
next,
furry armband.
furry armband and a can of soup.
This is a bit of a puzzle to me.
Maybe for you, Watson, but I, as you know, am one of the world's greatest detectives, and it's just merely too easy. It's clearly about Isaac and Rebecca's children.
Really, Sherlock? How so?
Well, they had twin boys, didn't they?
Well, they did.
And
And their names were Jacob and Esau.
yeah.
Jacob was smooth and Esau was hairy.
Yeah, Harry. Here, let me help you. Harry.
So he's hairy.
He's hairy, and he's smooth.
And
Elementary, my dear Watson.
if I remember correctly, these brothers fought. In fact, they even fought inside their mother's tummy.
They fought?
Yes.
Like this? Right you are.
And when they were older, they had a big fight. Jacob, the younger brother, stole the birthright and blessing from his older brother, Esau, for a bowl of soup.
A bowl of soup, you
Yes.
say? A bigger fight? Well,
Here's some more clues, Sherlock.
okay.
A dream bubble, some wheat,
Let me see that wheat.
and a colorful coat.
All right. Maybe they were going to dress the wheat with the robe and dream about it. What do you think, Watson?
That seems a bit weird, Sherlock. You seem a bit off your game, old chap. Let me take a stab at it. Maybe it's about Jacob's sons. They fought too. If I remember correctly, it really came to head when a beautiful coat came into the store.
Ah, the coat.
Yes.
Yes, Watson, very good. I remember now. There were some dreams that didn't help either, did they? At least they didn't help at first. Let's check it out and see if we're right.
Good idea, old chap.
Jacob had a big family, 12 sons in all. Joseph was the next to last son of the family, and his father loved him most. Jacob even gave his son Joseph a special colorful coat, showing that he was his favorite son. Of course, his brothers were jealous of him. Who wouldn't be? Joseph had some strange dreams. Once he dreamed that he was in the field with his brothers, binding up stacks of grain in the field. Everyone else's stack of grain bowed to his. Another time, he dreamed that the sun, moon, and 11 stars were all bowing down to him. When he told his brothers and father these dreams, they weren't too happy. His father rebuked him, and his brothers just got angrier. But his father kept the dreams in mind. One day, Jacob sent his son Joseph to go find the brothers who were taking care of the flocks. He wanted to hear how his sons and flocks were doing. Joseph's brothers saw him from a long way off. "Here comes the dreamer," they said to each other. "Now is our chance to finish him off. Let's kill him." The oldest brother, Reuben, did not want to kill Joseph, so he suggested they throw him in a dry well and leave him there. Reuben had planned to later come and rescue Joseph. Before he could do that, some traders on their way to Egypt passed by, and his brothers decided to sell Joseph to them. And so Joseph was tied up behind a camel and forced to march all the way to hot, dry, dusty Egypt. Egypt was hundreds of miles away. They spoke a different language. They served strange idols. It was a strange new land, and Joseph would be separated from his family. Joseph was sold as a slave to a man named Potiphar. Potiphar's wife was determined to get her way, and one day she grabbed Joseph and tried to force him to sin. Still, Joseph resisted. He ran away from the scene, but Potiphar's wife had grabbed his coat. She was so angry that she lied about him to Potiphar. The accusation landed Joseph in jail. Not only had he been traded as a slave to Egypt, but now he had been thrown in jail for something he didn't even do. Even while he was in jail, Joseph stayed true to God. God had big plans for him. While he was in that Egyptian jail, he had a reputation for being wise and for telling the meaning of people's dreams. One day, Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, had bad dreams that perplexed him. He could not understand what they meant and was dead set on trying to figure it out. He asked his advisors, but they could not help. He asked his magicians, but even they could not explain the dreams. Then one of Pharaoh's servants remembered that Joseph was known for interpreting dreams. Joseph was brought from prison and taken to Pharaoh. Pharaoh told Joseph everything that happened in his strange and scary dream. Joseph knew exactly what the dream meant, and he carefully explained the meaning to Pharaoh. Not only did Joseph tell Pharaoh what the dream meant, but he also told him what to do about it. The land would experience famine in 7 years, and they needed to store up food to prepare. Pharaoh was impressed, and he honored Joseph. In fact, he made Joseph the second-in-command ruler over all of Egypt. Although he had been rejected by his family and left for dead, he had risen to power and greatness because God was with him. Later on, when Joseph was giving food to the people, his own brothers came to him for help. You can imagine how surprised they were to see their own little brother whom they had left for dead. He was now ruling one of the greatest countries in the world. Joseph brought his whole family to live in Egypt. Even though things looked bad for Joseph, God turned it into good.
Oh, wow. That certainly was an excellent story, wouldn't you say, Watson?
Indeed it was.
I do like that no matter what Joseph faced, God didn't forget about him. No, sir. God took those terrible situations and used them for his own good purpose.
Yes, that's quite right, old chap. Joseph's brothers thought they were getting rid of him when they sold him, but God used that in the future by putting Joseph in charge of all the food so he could feed his family and keep them alive.
Oh, I do remember that ancient text, the Bible, also called the Big God story, that one of Joseph's brothers was Judah. Now, Judah's family line was super important because it was through Judah that Jesus was going to come.
Wow! God sure knows how to turn any situation into something good, and that's our bottom line for today. God works for good. We can trust him. Let's say that together, shall we?
Sure. Are you ready?
I am.
God works for good.
We can trust him.
I say, Watson, there's lots of places in the Bible that talk about trusting God. I love the verse we've learned that King David wrote.
Oh yeah, so do I. Let's work on that together, chap. Everyone, let's stand up. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
But I trust in you, Lord. I say, you are my God. Psalm 31:14. Wow, Watson. Let's do that again, shall we? Nice and loud, lads and lassies out there.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes. Righto.
But I trust in you, Lord. I say, you are my God. Psalm 31:14. Very good. Have a seat, my friends.
So does this mean we're all done learning about this fascinating family?
Oh no, not at all. There's so much more to learn about there in the Bible. Although they had some problems and did some pretty hurtful things, we will see how God used them in his plan for our salvation through Jesus Christ. Remember Joseph's father Jacob?
Ah, yes.
Well, I remember reading that God changed his name to Israel.
Ah, yes, you're right, Sherlock. And all of his descendants were called the Israelites. The Bible is full of stories about them. And it's tea time. I'll see you next time, friends.
Tea time?
Yes.
Really, Watson? Always thinking about your belly? Well, good day then. Good day there, kids.
Looking out, it's a great big world. Where do I go? How do I fit in? Gotta keep this one thing on my mind. The maker of all the universe is on my side. And if God is for me, who can be against me? God is for me, who can be against me? He is my strength, he is my friend forever. God is for me, who can be against me? Yeah, man. God is for me. Looking out, it's a great big world. Where do I go? How do I fit in? Gotta keep this one thing on my mind. The maker of all the universe is on my side. And if God is for me, who can be against me? God is for me, who can be against me? He is my strength, he is my friend forever. God is for me, who can be against me? When I just don't understand, God is for me. When life doesn't go the way I planned, God is for me. When I just don't understand, God is for me. When life doesn't go the way I planned, God is for me. If God is for me, who can be against me? God is for me, who can be It's like a star that won't go out up in the night sky. I wanted love to shine, burning so, so bright. Jesus is the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world. And he's here living in my heart. Even when the world goes dark, I can shine, shine, shine in the night. I can shine my light. I can shine my light. I want the universe to see me, being more like him daily. I want the universe to see me, being more like him daily. 'Cause Jesus is the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world. And he's here living in my heart. Even when the world goes dark, I can shine, shine, shine in the night. I can shine my light. I can shine my light. I can shine my light. I can shine my light.